What's up, Leo? This is Soul from Intuitive Tarot here to look at your energy for next week starting April 7th. Um, I do apologize. I'm putting these energies up early because my work schedule had changed and I have to make adjustments accordingly. So, always fearful that, because of my work, that I won't be able to, put these energies out here for you. So, whenever I have an opportunity to do it, I will do it. Okay. So, my work is not interfered, and then the readings for you is also not interfered. Anyway, the deck that I'll be using will be listed in the description box, Leo. Welcome any new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. Not reading any reversals, just going to cleanse the energies of Dawn Cancer's messages for the week, and we shall begin your message. What is the energy here for Leo this week? What's coming up for Leo? What is the potential energy for Leo? All right, Leo, let's cut this deck here and begin your messages. Leo, we're going to start off with the very first card. Again, not reading reversals. It's the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles is regarded as a small imbalance of energy here. Just juggling two things, possibly, Leo. Some of you may be working two jobs, maybe doing two things, interested in two people. Also, too, it could be that you're receiving a small pay raise this week, or you're just, trying to balance out your checkbook. That is the Two of Pentacles. Up next now, here we have the Magician, two sides that I read. To the Magician, first positive side, of course, is manifesting your wants and your desires, whatever they may be, whatever you're wanting or desiring. If you're doing affirmations, prayers, or mantras, Leo, throw that energy out there to the universe or whoever your higher source of whoever you pray to. Leave it alone, stay in alignment with it, and just know that it's going to come to you eventually if you acquire any patience or have faith. Keep the faith. Okay, that's the positive end of the Magician. The negative end, I always tell you guys, I read it as an actual person here. We have to still be careful, Leo, around strangers. It's still, could be family members. And I know I throw people off when I say this, but family members, romantic partners, as friends, those people are just simply into extracting energy from you, manipulating you, controlling you. Okay, they're just basically into taking care of their own needs and their own wants, and have no regards in how they come across to getting whatever they need to get from you. So just be discerning, use your best judgment. And like I said before, yes, it can be friends and it could be family members, but they're so coy in doing that, though, when it comes to family members and friends. All right, so up here after the Magician, we have the uh, seven of Seven of Swords here, right? Seven of Swords is always related to those people that I talk about that you have, possibly disconnected yourself from, that which can include distancing yourself from family members, cutting your friends off, and definitely ex-romantic partners. Well, the Seven of Swords in your spread doesn't necessarily mean that they're still physically around you if that's what you dealt with, but there's always the potential of them resurfacing. Not only resurfacing, but also coming back to create more conflicting energies and chaos for you. So definitely use your intuition to help you to know the difference. Like I said, use your intuition to help you know the difference with these people on the negative end of the Magician. If it is not that in which you experienced this week, from people from your past, then it could be that, on the material side of things, Leo, anything that you thought you lost, misplaced, put down, that energy always seems to resurface with the Seven of Swords. Up next now, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Some of you are going to be putting in that work, putting in the grind, working hard for those coins, could be saving up for something greater. Also, the Seven of Pentacles could be many options that are spread out throughout the week for you in terms of opportunities. So yeah, be on the lookout for anything opportunistic. Up next is the Major Arcana, the Moon. Moon reveals things, things that were once hidden. Revelations come forward. Likes and crushes may come forward when it comes to romance. Having to put a check on your emotions this week as well, because that moon has a tendency to be tricky in terms of its emotional fluctuation. So you always want to be in the middle when it comes to your emotions. You don't want to be up too high. You don't want to be down too low. Again, trusting your intuition. This card comes in here to help you to discern any energies connected to what I already spoke about in terms of the Seven of Swords, as well as the negative end of the Magician. Um, a cycle of energy around you is ending, Leo, and a new cycle is about to begin. There is some sort of emotional change, though, however, coming up for Leo this week. Up next, now we have the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords simply means he's facing in the forward direction, normally in the past direction in any other deck that I use, but that's okay. So it doesn't mean um, it doesn't relate to anything that you are taking care of this week related to your past. Here, you're just moving forward using your mind, analytical mind, as opposed to allowing your emotions to trump you up. You're charging through, you're clear about what you're going after, and you're going to execute whatever that energy may be. Up next, now we have the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords here simply means that there is something around you, Leo, that's coming to an end, whatever that end may be for you. But there's also something new that's going to occur or open up for you as well. Now, if it's not you, Leo, it may be somebody that you know. Maybe scheduling some sort of inpatient or outpatient surgical procedures. I always get that energy with the Ten of Swords, letting you know if that is the case. If it's not you and you know somebody, it's still going to be painful, but the Ten of Swords always offers recovery and relief. Following the Ten of Swords, now we have the Page of Cups. Anytime the Swords is present with the Page of Cups or the Empress, I always talk about someone having the opportunity to give birth to a child. Then it could be a cesarean birth. Otherwise, the Page of Cups is still pregnancy news, childbirth. It could be a job offer. It could also be a Leo that I'm reading for that may have entered in to a new relationship. And I always call it less than 30 days old. It's still fresh. It's still new. The Page of Cups has the ability, Leo, to bring together, formulate new platonic relationships as well as romantic partnerships. Up next, now we have the Hierophant. Hierophant is here for protection and guidance for you, Leo, all week. So spiritually being protected and spiritually being guided. Be careful, not be careful, be on the lookout for any spiritual enlightenment, epiphanies, anything synchronistic in terms of repetitive numbers that you see. Mostly they're angelic. On the job training for somebody, teaching and learning for others. Okay. Someone can still be getting married here in front of the Hierophant. I'm sorry. Up next, now we have the Eight of Swords. Eight of Swords is always the card of fear, worry, doubts, anxiety, suspicion, sleepless nights. Of course, the gentleman here is surrounded by swords, fires in the background. He's blindfolded. He's all screwed up. Okay, like he can't escape his current situation. And I always talk about the Eight of Swords here, Leo, because you have to be careful. This could be a tricky type of Eight of Swords. First and foremost, if it does express itself towards you, of course, I always tell you, deal with the consequences, reduce the conflicting energies that you may be dealing with, reduce the chaos, whether it's internal or external. Um, but being careful not to infiltrate your mind with things that have yet to occur or will never occur. That's where you're doing yourself a disservice, okay? Because you're building up unnecessary energy that's not needed. Also, there could be someone experiencing a break in communication with family members, friends, romantic partners, whether they're at a distance or not, with the Eight of Swords. Um, do I want to throw a clarifier on the Eight of Swords? Not really. Not really. Okay, so the Eight of Swords is what it is. Like I said, you just have to be careful um, of not overtaxing your mind this week with things that have yet to even occur or will ever occur. And throwing a clarifier on that Eight of Swords, that's just like me telling you what your problem is already. You already know if this is something that you experience, you already know what you need to deal with, right? So why do I need a card to tell you what you already know what you're dealing with, if you're dealing with it at all? But in terms of additional messages, we're going to throw this card here for you, Leo. And we got the Six of Pentacles. So this is a card that represents gifts and charity. So you could be receiving a gift this week, or you could be giving someone a gift. Now, also, someone could be getting a moderate pay raise. And then there could be some form of an apology coming back to you from someone who may have handed you a slight in the past. Following the Six of Pentacles, and that can include co-workers. Uh, Six of Pentacles followed by Page of Wands. So there's some news that's coming in here very fast for you, Leo, that may put a smile on your face. The Page of Wands is a court card, so it could be an actual person who comes and delivers some sort of news to you face to face. There's always an element of surprise. For other Leos, it could be the beginning stages of starting a new hobby or some sort of creative pursuit. It also could be the startup of a new relationship, platonic friendship as well. Last card I have for you is the Justice card. Justice being served, justice being in your favor. Feeling liberated this week. Libra, feeling balanced this week. Some of you guys may be, dealing with the justice or anything related to the courts. I always get workman's comp from the Justice card being in their favor, but it could be any forms of litigations or lawsuits being in your favor. Okay, that which wasn't right turns right with the Justice card. It balances that energy out. Okay, so that's what I have for you this week, Leo. Again, just me interpreting these messages here. Take what's going to work for you. Do pay attention to the major arcanas, as I mentioned before. They are they do carry a lot of weight. Okay, they will play out in some fashion. Again, welcome new subscribers to my channel. I appreciate you. Be safe, remain smiling. Anything and everything is going to work out well, Leo, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.